Hey y'all, welcome to Friday's Kitchen. Welcome back if you have been here before. In today's video, we are making a summer berry cream cheese pound cake. If you guys are interested in seeing how I made it, stay tuned. Also, while you're here, I ask that you please take a moment, look down below, press that subscribe button, join our family, come back for some more recipes. Also, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Start by making the summer berry sauce. This will be made just like I make the blueberry sauce or the strawberry sauce. The only difference is because we have seeds in our raspberries and our blackberries, I'm going to blend these together with the water first, and then I'm going to strain it to remove the seeds. And then I'll pour that back in the mixer along with the blueberries and the strawberries and the rest of the ingredients like the sugar, the water, and the cornstarch. The full recipe will be down below in the description box. We're also going to start by preheating the oven to 300 degrees for the cake. So here we have our raspberries and blackberries with the water. I'm going to go ahead and blend this together. So here I have a bowl and a strainer. I'm just going to pour the mixture in so we can collect the seeds. All right, so here are the seeds. I'm going to go ahead and discard these. Now I'm going to pour this back in our cup. And we're going to go in with the rest of the ingredients. We're going to add a couple strawberries, blueberries, sugar, and cornstarch. Now I'm going to put this back on, blend everything together, and then we'll be ready to place the mixture on the stove. So here's our mixture. Everything is well combined. I'm going to add this to a saucepan on the stove, and we're going to cook that at a medium-low heat until it starts to bubble and thicken. This is what the sauce is looking like after about 4 minutes. We're going to let this continue to cook. So it's been about 12 minutes now, and our sauce is done. So I'm going to turn the heat off, add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then set this aside to cool a bit. Here we have the ingredients for the cake batter. 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 3 cups of granulated sugar, 6 eggs at room temperature, 3 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, an 8-ounce package of cream cheese at room temperature. Here we have 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of cream bouquet. We'll also be using some of the summer berry sauce in the cake batter, but as you know, that is currently on the stove cooking. So let me go ahead, grab the mixer, and we can start making the cake batter. So in the bowl, we have the butter and the cream cheese. I'm going to turn the mixer on and mix until well combined. Then I'm going to go in with the granulated sugar. Once I add the sugar, I'm going to let the mixer run for about 5 to 10 minutes until the mixture becomes nice and fluffy and it lightens in color. So now I'm gonna go in and add the eggs one at a time. Once I add an egg, I like to wait for the yolk to break before adding the next. Once I do that, I'm gonna add our extracts. And then finally, I will gradually add the flour mixture to the batter. So the cake batter is done. Let me grab the cake pan and I'll be right back. Here we have the pan we're going to use to bake the cake. I am going to line the pan with parchment paper, but I'm still going to spray just a little pan baking spray first. And here I have a piece of parchment paper that I have cut out to fit the pan. I'm just going to go ahead and place that inside. And then here I just have 2 strips that I'm just going to place around the sides of the pan. So now that we have the pan lined with parchment paper, I'm going to spray a little more spray inside. So now we're going to go in with half of the cake batter. Here we have our summer berry sauce. It is still warm, but it's okay to go ahead and place in the cake. I'm just going to add some to the middle of the batter. I'll be adding some to the top as well, and at that point I'll go in with a wooden skewer and just kind of swirl everything around. So now we're going to add the rest of the cake batter on top of this. Here I have the wooden skewer. I'm just going to go through and do a swirl motion. Shaking to kind of level it out a bit. Tapping against the counter to help release any air that may be trapped inside. Again, the oven has been preheated to 300 degrees. This will bake anywhere from 1.5 hours to about 1:40 hours. As always, I will let you guys know exactly how long it takes in my oven when I remove it. Here's the cake after 1 hour, 30 minutes in the oven. We're gonna let it hang out in the pan for about 10 minutes and then we'll be back to turn it out onto a plate. This is the cake after removing it from the pan. It smells so good. I love that color on it too. We're gonna leave this here to completely cool and then we'll be back to finish the cake. So the cake is cool, now we're going to finish it. I'm going to start by spreading some cream cheese icing on top. I did not record myself making that on camera to try to cut back on time a bit, but I do have the recipe down below in the description box. And I have made it on my channel plenty times before. So we're just gonna start by adding some cream cheese icing. So here we have a bowl of the mixed fruit, the strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries, and I'm just gonna place them on top. So our final touch will be to drizzle some of the summer berry sauce on top. Have this here. Not too much, just a little. And I will not use all this sauce in this recipe. When I have leftover, I often use it for my oatmeal. So just to let you guys know that there will be plenty left over. So if you do decide to make this recipe and you don't want any left over, you can cut the recipe in half. Completely up to you. Or you can make the entire thing and just use it in other areas. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Just like that, our cake is done. Give me just a minute and I'll be back to give you guys a closer shot, and then we'll cut the cake so you can see what the inside looks like. We have made it to the end of the video. Here we have our finished product, the summer berry cream cheese pound cake. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions about anything I've done, leave them down below in the comment section. While you're here, I ask that you also please take a moment, look down below, press that subscribe button, join our family, come back for some more recipes. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Guys, I really enjoyed this cake. I'm a huge fruit fan. I love berries, and I like the way that the tartness from some of the berries kind of countered the sweetness of the cake. It was really good, super moist. I would highly recommend you give this cake a try if you are a fan of berries as well. As always, I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.